When it comes to sports, women have fought long and hard to be recognized. That battle is even longer for Black female athletes in America. But that hasn't stopped Black women from breaking barriers in the sports world. Some of those women include pro golfer Mariah Stackhouse, pro fencer Ibtihaj Muhammad, and polo player Shariah Harris, just to name a few. And Shariah Harris joins me now from Philadelphia. She is the first Black woman to ride in U.S. Polo's highest league and former captain of the Cornell University polo team. Shariah, welcome. So great to have you with us. So can you tell us how you first became interested in polo?
Yeah, so when I was about 8 years old, I found a program called Work to Ride. It's a nonprofit program based in West Philadelphia, and it basically teaches low income, at risk Philadelphia youth the sport of polo and how to ride. And so from the time I was 8 years old to the time that I graduated high school, I was playing polo for Work to Ride.
And I'm told you are not only the first to graduate from college in your family, but you recently graduated from Cornell University with a degree in animal science. Do you feel that polo was a catalyst for that accomplishment?
Definitely. I always tell people without polo, I never would have found Cornell. We used to play Cornell every year. We would make an annual trip up and during the winters to play their high school and eventually their college teams as we became better in the sport. And from there, I met the coach and I was recruited around my junior year to play for them in college.
What was that experience like? Can you describe for us what it was like to be the first Black woman to ride in the U.S. Polo's highest league?
It was definitely intimidating. I was given the chance to play with professionals who I looked up to in the sport. I always watched their games, I studied their games. So being able to play on the same field and against the people who I looked up to and who, always aspired to play with, but never thought that would be, never thought that would actually come true for that to happen. It was very amazing. It was very humbling to see the impact it was having on other people because I was out there playing because I was given the opportunity and I love the sport. But when I got media coverage and then during the game, other Black women and children coming up to me and saying that I was their inspiration, it was a very humbling experience because it made me realize that I wasn't just playing the sport for myself. I was becoming a role model for other girls who look like me to feel as though that they could participate in the sport.
And so do you consider yourself a trailblazer? And what would you tell young Black girls who are watching right now who want to play a sport that doesn't have too many players that look like them?
It's still taking some adjusting to hear the term trailblazer uh, referred to my name because I'm out there playing because I love it. I'm not doing it to, just be the first one to do it. I'm doing it because I love it. But it's a term that I embrace because I want other girls who look like me, to see me up there and thinking that they can do it as well because I didn't have anybody to look up to who looked like me in the sport. I was just playing with the boys and I was playing because I wanted
Mhm.
to play with them and not be left out. So for me to be that person for them to look up to, I embrace it. I appreciate it a lot.
And what are your long-term plans? Will polo always be a part of your life? Will it transition into a hobby at some point? What are your long-term goals?
I always want to keep polo in my life. And it's going to be easy to because Work to Ride is always just a 20-minute drive away. So that's something that I can always go back to and ride the horses. And actually, this past weekend, I was competing in a tournament. So it's something that I hope to always keep a part of my life. And, any opportunities that I can take to play, I'm going to be there to play.
Well, Shariah Harris, thank you so much for joining us and congratulations on all your accomplishments.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.